This is a niche that has earned me tens of thousands of dollars, and I figured, why keep gatekeeping it? I am going to share this niche with you today in this video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Taylor. Hello. I am a print-on-demand business owner who has been selling on Etsy for a little over a year, and in that time frame, I have scaled my Etsy and print-on-demand business to earning over $180,000 in revenue, all while working a full-time corporate job. So if I can do it in pockets of my time, you can do the same, and that's really my goal on this channel, is just to share my experience and helpful tips, tricks that I've learned along the way. So if any of that interests you, be sure to boop that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any future videos. So the niche that I wanted to share with you is the pregnancy announcement niche. Just typing in pregnancy announcement on Etsy, you can see here that there are thousands of searches related to this niche already. But if we just click into pregnancy announcement and take a look at the search results, we can see that there are tons of ways that others are already tapping into this niche. As I'm recording this, we are just before Valentine's Day, so we can see a little Valentine in the making, so making it a little bit cross-niched with the holiday. And these are super cute too. These are two custom wine labels, just a sticker, which is something that we could do with print on demand. So that's something to keep in mind. And I can already see that this is a niche that is bringing in tens of thousands of dollars every single month. And this is something that is evergreen. So it can be a more consistent stream of revenue for you in your print on demand business. One of my main strategies in targeting any niche is to always bring something different or new to that niche so that I can stand out in the search results. And so how I'm going to do that with this niche is I am going to bring this niche to a different product type that I did not see in the search results. That is something that I sell in my shop, which is a mug. I've jumped over to Printify, and the mugs that I like to design for are just the generic brand ceramic mug, the 11 ounce, as well as the 15 ounce. I actually do have a full tutorial in how to offer multiple variations in one listing, which for mugs, I highly suggest offering both the 11 ounce and the 15 ounce in one listing. It's very easy to do. I'll link that tutorial up above as well as in the description for you to check out after this video. But if we just click on the 11 ounce ceramic mug, something that I see that is not very often utilized is the product templates that actually already exist in Printify for you. When we actually open up our ceramic mug and we start designing in Printify, we can actually go to this little icon in the bottom left and we can download the design template. And in Canva, I can actually import that design template. I love this because we can see exactly the print area, where our design will be safe, and where our design could potentially be cut off if we were to extend into the outer corners or the outer portion. So again, this just makes it super easy so that I know that my design is going to turn out like I intend it to. So what I like to do is I just delete this top part, and now I have my canvas for starting to create my design for this niche. Now, the second strategy that is an absolute game changer for any new seller on Etsy in tapping into niches that feel a little bit more competitive would be to add personalization to the design. I know that personalization is something that can be a little bit intimidating, but I'm really excited to share with you about Hello Custom, which is actually a software that automates this process for you. I'm going to show you exactly how it works and how I've been utilizing it to further grow my print-on-demand business. All right, so I just created this cute, quick little design in Canva, and I am going to actually just copy all of this really quick. I'm going to group it together and then duplicate it. For mugs, I like to have the design on both sides. Now, after I have done that and I know that I'm in the safe zone with our design template, I can go ahead and just delete all of that. Now I'm left with exactly what I need to upload to my product in Printify. I'm going to be downloading this in two different ways. The first is I'm going to download this as a PNG. That is what I'm going to be uploading into Printify. And then the second is I'm going to download this as a PDF, which is what I'm going to use when we jump over to Hello Custom so that we can automate this process. Before I actually upload this into Printify, there's one extra step that I like to do prior to, which is creating my mockups. That way they are done and ready and complete when it is uploaded into my Etsy shop. For mockups, I'm going to be using Placeit, which is a huge online mockup library. They have pretty much every single product type that you could really even imagine. It is what I personally used as I was getting started with my print-on-demand business. It's really the most bang for your buck because you just pay a monthly subscription and then you have access to all of the mockups in their library. Because we're designing for a mug, I actually already have some of my go-to mug mockups that I've already favorited in Placeit that I'm going to use for our listing here. The first mockup I'm going to use is this one here. So I'm going to just go ahead and upload the design. Now, this is only showing on the one side, so I'm going to zoom in and just crop this exactly how I want it to show on the mug. And then I am going to download that. The other mockup I want to use here is this double-sided one so that I can really showcase that the design will be on both sides. That's definitely a feature that I like to share within my listing images. So same thing, I am going to just zoom this in, get this placed just right. With the mockups from Placeit, I've just brought them into Canva here where I'm going to just add some finishing touches so that I have all my listing images ready for when this goes live in my Etsy shop. Here's how I would use these mockup images and just really complete a listing like a mug. So I have the one mockup image here. I just added in some branding of my shop name. As an example, obviously this isn't a real shop name. And then I brought in the double mug mockup and I actually removed the background. For something like this, I'll just type in counter and go to photos. And there are tons of really cute, unique backdrops that you can add into your mockup images as well, just so that they're more unique and not necessarily what every other person might be using. So that's what I did here. I just added in this backdrop. I repeated the shop name here again, and I added a little bit of text just to show that the print is done on both sides. And then another thing that I like to do with all of my listings is add in some info cards. For this, I just did two examples, one of a frequently asked questions info card, and here you would want to, of course, type in some questions that a customer might have about your product. And then I also added in this little incentive. Now, obviously, this could be completely customized to whatever type of unique offer that you might have in your shop. I put as an example, buy more, save more. If they buy 3+ items, they save 30% off. So that can be a great way to increase sales. I've personally done things like this in my listings, and this has helped to increase multiple product orders in my print-on-demand business. For a product type like a mug, I wouldn't necessarily add in really any more listing images than what I have here because there's only so much that I really need to show about a mug. With other product types such as apparel, I might include more listing images, maybe to show the design on other mock-ups and different color variations that the product comes in. But you do not have to use all 10 listing images in order to sell your product on Etsy. Really, you just want to make sure that you are giving the customer all of the information that they need within your listing photos. So if you're able to do that in 4 photos like I've done here, then that's perfectly fine. Or if you feel like you need more, then you can of course add more. But a common mistake that I see a lot of new sellers make is they just add in listing images just to have them and to fill all 10 image slots, and they end up using a lot of the stock mock-up photos that come from their actual print provider, and those do not necessarily look the best. They don't convert as well, and so I would leave those out completely and just focus on having those high quality listing images in my actual listing on Etsy, even if that's only 4 or 5 listing images. So back in Printify, now I can just go ahead and bring in our design and upload this to our mug. So just like that, I don't even have to worry about resizing it because I use the design template. It's already in the exact areas that I want it to be, looks fantastic, and I can go ahead and just save this product. Of course, I would want to make sure that I am putting in a fully optimized title and description into my listing so that my SEO is going to get this product seen. I will link my full SEO tutorial in the cards above here as well as in the description for you to check out after this video. All right, so I've published that in Printify, and the next thing that I'm going to do is actually jump over to Hello Custom so that I can automate this process when I receive orders for this item in my shop. So how we do that in Hello Custom, I've already connected to my Printify account as well as my Etsy shop. And what I'm gonna do to get started with this product is just click Add New. And I am going to upload the PDF that we exported earlier from Canva. The next thing I'm gonna do is tell Hello Custom which part of my design is personalized. And so I'm gonna just click Smith here, and I can say that this is intended to be a name. Another thing that I wanted to add is that I download a lot of fonts from Creative Fabrica, and so if you do the same and you add in your design to Hello Custom and they don't already have that font in their library, it's super easy to actually add in the font yourself. All you have to do is just click Add under My Fonts, and then you'll be good to go. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the right for the Smith on this side, just tag it as a name. And then the only other thing that I need to tag is the date, and so I'm gonna just click tag. Before I publish it, I do need to click which product this is associated with in my Etsy shop. So I can do that by clicking product variants. And here is the ceramic mug that I uploaded over from Printify. I just have it as a draft right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that, and it is going to take that SKU. And then I'm going to click update, and then I can go ahead and publish this as active. Once that's finished up in Hello Custom, the only other thing that I want to make sure I do is in the listing on Etsy, I want to make sure that personalization is toggled on, and I want to be specific with my customer for what information I need from them. Hello Custom is going to read what they type in and take that information using its AI to actually customize the design for me based off of how we've tagged it as well. So I'm going to just write a brief message of please type in the name and date you would like printed on the mug. I also like to give an example, as I find it's really helpful for the customer to know exactly what they need to type in. So I just wrote an example of Smith with the date behind it. I do have a link in the description that will get you a free trial of Hello Custom if personalization is something that you are looking to offer in your print-on-demand business. And comment the phrase, "Oh baby," if you are going to be targeting this niche in your print-on-demand business as well. As always, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one.